How's it going, guys and girls from the internet? Tyler from Thelv Videos here. Now, if everything goes according to plan, you'll be seeing this video a year after I filmed it. It is currently January 15th, 2019. And I'm scheduling this to go up on January 15th, 2020. The reason why I'm making this video is I kind of wanted to cover all the things that are going on right now and also asking questions to my future self, because at this current moment I'm at a very interesting point in my life. I'm at the most impactful point in my life. I'm about to begin being a fully equipped adult, or hopefully I'm fully equipped for adulthood. I'm really nervous. I'm really stressed and paranoid right now, even though I really shouldn't be. I talked to my dad last night at this time, and he gave me a lot of confidence. Told me about the fact box and the emotional box. And the fact box is I'm going to be graduating in 3 months. And the emotional box, how I was taking it, was just complete panic, paranoia, stress, and worry. And I kind of still have that, obviously. I'm really nervous about a lot of things, but I should have more of a positive outlook on life, I think, and for the future. So right now, some of the things that happened, I got into a car crash 4 days ago. It was the first car crash I ever was in. I was in the back seat with my two friends. Everyone's totally fine, though, so it was fine. But we went out in the blizzard that night, and it was a really bad mistake. You wanted to get the PC built, Tyler. And unfortunately, that resulted in you leaving way too late to go back to college that night, and you were right in the big brunt of the blizzard, and that was really bad. Hit the railing, but again, luckily everyone was okay. The PC at this point again is not built. You plan to try to have it built in March, so I asked the question to you: was the PC ever built? What's it like if it was? Is it as amazing as you had hoped it was? I'm sure it is. And in this video, I'm going to be talking in the second person most of the time, talking to myself, asking, what's it like in the future? Because again, this is a really interesting point in my life. And I thought a year from now would be good, because 7 months after I graduate is when this will go up, and that is 7 months into life, really. You just got through your hardest semester ever. It was the philosophy of the mind, neuropsychology of the mind cluster courses, the documentary of NAGS 21. At the current time, it's not up yet. You want to have it up really soon, so I guess I ask you, how did that go? How'd the documentary go? How'd the capstone version go? The community version go? How did the vlog with NAGS go? How did the other interviews that didn't make it into them go? Because all of that is going to be posted, hopefully very soon. At the time, and I hopefully everyone received it well. Hopefully it was loved and it wasn't hated much. It was also submitted into the BEA of Las Vegas, Broadcasters Education Association. You were told that by Dr. Barner. So did that win? Did that win at all? Because you're going up against the best of the best, kind of, in regards to that. So hopefully something happened with that. And hopefully something came out of the documentary, Right now you're trying to make connections with people. You've talked to Wes Euler. Adam Crowley told you to talk to him. Super nice guy. One of the nicest people I've ever actually come in contact with. He was super down to earth. Gave you a lot of advice. Told you what he did whenever he left college. He went with the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Traveled around as a journalist. And you're trying to see if there are any spots open. You're willing to take anything right now at this point. Your main goal is to be a broadcaster, an announcer. But again, you'll take anything because entry level, you can't really be picky. You are just now trying to put a portfolio together, a demo reel together. You have the resume put together, and you're going to start sending out applications. So I guess what I want to ask you is, what am I doing? Again, that's one of the things I'm really nervous about is, or do I have a job? Is in something that I love, because you were in broadcasting for 4 years in college, and you would hope that it would lead somewhere, and it's also about who you know. So good job at least making the connections right now, because you're starting to as much as you can. You need to do the letters of recommendation that your dad told you to do too. If you are living in an apartment, what's it like? Are you still living with family? Is it 7 months after I graduate? Are you not moved out yet? If you are moved out, what's it like living in your own apartment? Where do you live? Because the main places I'm willing to go to right now, Pennsylvania, first goal is Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh has a large industry for broadcasting. There's a lot of stuff there. Second is Philadelphia. Third, maybe Harrisburg. Fourth would be Las Vegas. That's your main goal for anything outside of Pennsylvania, is to go out to Vegas, because there's family there. Dad's there, and that would be the other place you're willing to go. And outside of that, you go to Oklahoma, Illinois, pretty much anywhere else. You might have to suck it up and travel. So speaking of traveling, you are currently terrified of driving. Really, really, really bad fear of driving. And you need to get over that. So hopefully you're able to overcome that, because especially with travel, with whatever you're doing right now, you're probably going to need to travel and drive yourself, most likely. On the topic of job, do you still have a YouTube and Twitch? I'm assuming if this video goes up, that answers my question for YouTube. And if you're allowed to have it, because right now, as contractually, you're worried that you are not going to be even allowed to have that kind of stuff. If you're representing a company, public figure, and you're wondering if it's willing to compromise for that, if you're required to get rid of them, not post anymore or delete them, is it worth it? There's a lot of stuff that, a lot of memories, over the past 5 years that you've posted to YouTube and Twitch. You're streaming right now. You're at 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, but your views wouldn't indicate that, because your videos are so inconsistent that the views are inconsistent. You have 100 followers on Twitch. Nothing really happening there. And YouTube right now is a mess. So I guess I also ask, even if you were allowed to do YouTube, is it worth it still? Because YouTube is about to implement new rules. They're horribly strict. And that's a big problem right now. What else is there? Hopefully you're making everyone proud. There's a lot of people that believe in you. There's a lot of people that have been messaging you right now, if you remember that. Everyone on Discord that is most likely watching the documentary or watched the documentary have been supporting you through everything. Your dreams, everything you want to do. They've been saying that you can be a fantastic broadcaster. But again, you have that doubt in your head right now, that doubt that keeps feeding into you, because you always think you're not good enough, no matter what you do. That was a conversation I had last night again, which, you've done a lot of things. You've went to the BEA for Houston, the Gold Key in high school for film and animation. And start getting confident in yourself. Hopefully you are. Because, again, you've done a lot, and I don't know what else you need to do to make yourself more confident and feel happy with everything you have done, because you always nitpick everything. And obviously right now it's probably the stress of the future, because you don't know what's going to happen, and you're worried that people are going to look at you and employers, and they're going to be like, wow, why would I take this guy? Don't drop the toothbrush. And you, by the way, you were also told to keep those up. Hopefully those videos are still up, and hopefully you got hired, or hopefully if you didn't get hired, it wasn't because of those videos. I decided to keep them up at this point in time because they're creative and they were really, really fun to make. It was fun to act and to do that. Is Don't Drop the Toothbrush 3 up yet? Probably not. But you're planning to do stuff for broadcast sales, a quick little video, I think, maybe not. But yeah, as for classes in the spring, again, I don't even think I even said, it's currently spring semester, your last semester of senior year. You're taking broadcast sales, you are taking graphic design, and you are taking mass communications. So hopefully those went well as well. And I guess all I have to say now is hopefully the future is awesome. Hopefully being an adult is great. Because right now you're really scared. And you're looking too much into the negative side of things right now. You're thinking, oh, life's going to end. Oh, this is just going to be bad. No, I'm going to be on my own, and student loans and student debt. And I guess one of the things I want to ask you too is, what's it like, trying to deal with student debt and student loans? Hopefully you're managing that well. And again, hopefully you're on a salary that's livable. But I guess with that, this has been Tyler Helfin a year ago. And hopefully this video goes up and maybe you'll forget about it and look back at this and remember how you were feeling. That's why I made this video. It's the biggest transition I've ever had in my life. So with that, I guess I'll see you a year later. Hopefully everything's going well. And to everyone watching, you'll know what's been happening. You'll know what it's like for me too. So hopefully whenever you look back at this, you can be like, oh, look at Thelv. Look how he didn't know these things. And hopefully it's good things. So I'll see you later. Remember, Tyler, always be proud of yourself with everything that you do. Try your hardest. Try to fulfill everything. You can do a lot. You just got to believe harder. Listen to your past self. I'll see you in a year.